Hey guys, welcome to the weekly challenge live stream for Yousician. I'm Alexis, and I go by the name Alexis Yousician in the guitar learning app, Yousician. Each week, Yousician releases challenges of 2 songs in varying difficulty levels. Users compete for high scores on the leaderboards. Each Sunday, I play through all the songs on guitar and break each one down for you, so you can reach your goals faster and post higher scores. Woo, that took forever. There I am. Hello. How's it going, guys? So what do we got here? We've got Burning Balalaikas. I'm going to be flat out honest. I didn't get a lot of time to look at these ones, and I am suffering from a little bit of sleep deprivation because last night I went to the Red Hot Chili Peppers concert. So pretty good concert. One of the who was the trombone shorty was the guy that the opening act, which was they were pretty good. Wasn't crazy about their drummer, but they were pretty good. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so this is gonna be pretty sketchy, I would think, because like I said, didn't get a whole lot of time to even look at this stuff. So, but yeah, let's see how it goes. Probably gonna have to pause this a few times, so just giving you a heads up. Okay, as you can see, I am
well
not
done. You can
comfortable with any of this, and I just simply didn't run through it very much. So I'll break it down. I'll do another. The Numbat is playing guitar now. I'll do a rundown, and explain to you why I'm screwing up so much. Again, part of it is just, again, haven't run through this very much. But the big difficulty with this is going to be one of the difficulties is going to be all the offbeats. I'm doing downstrokes, but you might want to do upstrokes on those. I am doing, I'm using these 3 fingers, second, third, and fourth fingers. And I'm also doing this, my first finger is muting, so that allows me to just slam through all of the strings without worrying about getting any bad notes. Like if I don't mute, you're going to get a lot of open strings there. So that's basically what my first finger is doing, is muting. So let's see here. So memorize the chords. Definitely memorize the chords. C chord, just your first finger. Adding your second and third finger for the F. A, just moving your middle finger. Only a couple other chords. G minor. So a lot of repetition. Memorize the sequence: A, C, F, A, C, A, D minor. Just, like I said, memorize the stuff. Memorize the chord progressions so that you don't have to think too much about it. I don't have them memorized yet. At least this part I do. But it's the switch-ups between playing on beats and off beats that are messing me up. This is the part I don't really have in my head. So that switch up between on and off beats, it's not programmed into my head yet. So that's what's sort of messing me up. So that I need to get in my head there. So, oops, let me rewind a little bit. I think it's getting clear. A little bit better. This part should be pretty easy. Okay, for this D minor, I'm using third, 2, 3, 4 with my left hand, and I'm also still doing that first finger mute. So off beats, off, 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 off. Okay, so this part here isn't in my head. So that's a bit of an awkward change. So this sounds a bit weird. And I would probably think of this as one chord and then shift over. So this first string, it sounds dissonant, like it's wrong note, but it's sort of like a transition note, but adds a lot of tension, but it's a cool sound. Okay, I get it. Pretty kind of funny dissonant chord there. So, And then we got back to the beginning here. This, a little bit of barring. Oops. Yeah, that's right. Back to the G minor chord. Oh, the rhythm there, so. Okay, so what else do we got here? And then the rhythm that I screw up. But yeah, chords, memorize those shapes. Memorize those shapes. Let's go for another run. I'm going to fine-tune my guitar here. Yes, I do read the chat sometime, but depending on how fast it's going, I may miss some things. Okay, so I missed the D7 chord in there.
Well done. You can.
At least I think it was a D7 chord. I'm going to double check that chord. Give me a second here. I think there's a D7 chord just kind of almost randomly. Right, yeah, right there. So make note of that. I messed that up, or I missed that one. So. Pretty tricky one there. Deceptively difficult challenge there. So, do I do another run? I think I will not. 6th place. So if I can get 6th place with that run, it shows me that you guys are having trouble with that as well. It's fast, so this one I would, if you really want to get good score, I would strongly suggest memorizing this one. This is not a reading one, meaning you're not really looking at I'm not really looking at what it is. The only thing that I'm doing is I'm actually looking above and just reading the chords. I'm not actually reading all of this 6, 7, 7 stuff. I'm just thinking D minor, and that's the only thing I'm looking at, is I'm looking above the tab for what the name of the chord is. So if you have to look at what the notes are, you're probably not going to do very well with this one. So anyway, I'm gonna play some harder stuff later on, so let's just get a move on. I'll do the bass one. I'll mute here and switch up, and I'll do a bunch of other stuff. No dancing, no. This one, same thing. I haven't had a whole lot of time to look at this one, but it's fast. And same thing, on beats, off beats, on beats, off beats. Some string changing, but let me do a run of it and I'll break down. Well done. 27th place. So, I'll do a breakdown. Maybe do another run. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so basically themes, you know, kind of like the other part, remember. That's that part there. So Same thing with this one. Try to just memorize these parts. Okay, so those open strings really are pretty important in the sense of allowing you to change positions. So that open string allows you to shift up, open string, shift down, open string. So that's not too hard, but just keep in mind that open string is where you're shifting. Same 5 5 5 5 5 5. So this one here, a little bit of weird shape. I'm using third finger, first finger, fourth finger. So may or may not be difficult. And then back to that theme. Different rhythm. So get that into your head. And that part there I didn't quite do right, but I would do 4 3 2 1 with your left hand. 4 3 2 1 open. Some little stuff in here that shouldn't be that difficult. That quick eighth note might be a little bit difficult. And I'm using 3 4 on that 4 5 fret. Yeah, that's right. Nothing too difficult about that. Same theme. This one I'm stretching. That's sort of stretching, sort of position shifting, because of that's a sort of choice you have to make as far as you could move your finger, but I'm using 4 3 4 3 4 3, and then which forces me to stretch from the third finger to the first finger. So it's doable, I suppose, with your fourth finger, which allows you to have a bit of a stretch, more of a stretch from your fourth finger to your first finger. Debatable, but it's slow enough to do. Easy part. Pretty easy. And then we're back into this stuff. So pretty easy. And just being ready for each part is really what it's about. So let me give it another run.
Well done. You can continue to the next exercise.
Congratulations, you've
Okay, better run. As you can see, I'm making, that was just a bunch of silly mistakes. So, I should be able to gold star that within one run, but I'm not gonna make you watch me do that too many times. So, anyway, I'm gonna show you an exercise that I uploaded into the app. It's pretty easy in the sense of level, but it might be difficult in the sense of technique if you've never done much string changing and string skipping. So I'll do that. Talk about one of the, in my opinion, is probably the hardest lick in the entire app, and maybe do some runs of some tough songs. Somebody asked for Love on the Rocks, which I haven't played in, I don't know, got to be 3 months since the last time I played it. At least 3 months, so maybe, we'll see. But anyway, let me mute and switch. Okay. What am I doing here? My songs. Okay. Level 6, and the sixth part is the ending, like part 5. It starts off pretty easy. I'm going to actually take it into practice mode right away, just to explain what's going on here. Basically, you want to think of this first part as like power chords, and you're just going to be shifting. This entire exercise is actually 2 fingers. You could use your 4th finger if you wanted, your pinky, but you could play this entire thing with just your first and third fingers. It's a really good exercise for just string changing, and it gets progressively more difficult. This first one is just adjacent strings, so just side by side, and each sort of section has a theme to it. So this is adjacent strings, and the next section is going to be skipping 1 string. Section 3, skipping 2 strings. So you can see here you're jumping from the 6th string all the way up to the 3rd. This one you jumped from the 6th string to the 4th. This one here you jump from the 6th string to the 2nd, etc. And then finally, this one here, big giant leap from the 6th string to the 1st string and back. So, again, themes. Let's do this one.
almost perfect. Next.
Okay, so not a great run. I don't have first place here, so other people are beating me on that one. That is actually not an exercise that I've done a lot. It's in the sense of this specific exercise. I actually wrote this exercise specifically for lower, not too high level as far as string changing. And string changing is probably something that people don't work on enough. Not just for reading the tabs or playing the app, but your ability to be able to find strings without looking, not necessarily with your eyes closed, but I can do it with my eyes closed because that's how much I trust my sense of touch. Here's the first string, second string, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 6 5 6 4 6 3 6 2, 6 5 6 4 6 3 6 2 6 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5 1 6. So your ability to just find any string by your sense of touch is probably one of the most important skills that you can develop. There's just so much real estate for your eyes to watch over here that looking at your left hand and looking at where your right hand is, where your right hand has to go, it's too much work. So we want to develop the skill that your right hand can just find the strings anywhere we want, at will, basically. And then you can just focus on your fretting hand. So, all right. The one lick in the game, which is I haven't even completely decided how I'm going to play it, is in Wizard Night. I might have to do a search for it. And it's a keyboard lick. So what do you do with that? It was never meant to be played on guitar. Like, it was not written as a guitar lick. So I'm struggling with how I want to play it, and I've played it. Well, as far as an alternate version, I've come up with 2 different ways of playing it. And I'll just bring it into practice mode here. And it's this one right here. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, 13 notes. 13 notes out of the entire, out of however many notes there are on the app. Okay, so it's not a lot of notes, but this one little part is so ridiculously stupid fast. And again, it's so awkward, so it's just stupid, and it's just so fast. So, as written, actually, let me switch tones here. Give me a second. Okay, so as written, it's stupid. It's just so it's like this action with this finger, like it's just really, really awkward. I've considered different ways of fingering it with my left hand, of shifting first finger, third finger, and then finishing off with the second finger. I've looked at doing hybrid picking with my right hand, but even then, it's just super, super awkward. Maybe you can come up with your own way of doing this. I've considered, but the first way that I sort of considered doing this, which was a different version, was like rearranging the notes, was doing this really, really stretchy thing. So it's kind of one of those things where, is it easier? Debatable. It's different. It's kind of easier for me, but it's still ridiculously fast. So what I did was I took the first note and I turned it into a pattern. I took that first note and I placed it on the 6th string, and I did a pull off. As you can see, that's pretty stretchy. And then I played the second note, the third note, back on the 5th string. So even though it's And the reason why I don't do that, because it's really awkward to do a change. Finish this note and then start off that same note on the next string. So that's how fast I'm going to play that at this point. And I'm now considering doing it a different way. Don't have it quite memorized and practiced well, but this I think is going to be the way that I'm going to do it. And now this looks like more difficult, but for whatever reason, this sort of sits in my brain. Like it makes sense to me. Is that the best way to do it? I don't know. Is it going to be the final way that I stick with? I don't know. This is probably the hardest thing, is first of all deciding how it should be played. And the reason why I don't have a problem changing this is because it's a keyboard part. There is no strict fingering as far as how it's meant to be played. So as a loop, I can play that a whole lot faster than so that's, and I'm really struggling to get that versus, so I can play that a lot faster. So that's, I think, the way that I'm going to play it. If there are any advanced players out there that have another option, the way that they think this should be played, be my guest, let me know. But that's what I've got. And even then, it's still ridiculous. It's still a ridiculous part to, completely nail cleanly, especially coming in from the other part where you're plucking things and then just instantly. That's pretty ridiculous. So that's with very little practice. That just feels way more difficult. Still sloppy, but I think that's going to be the way to do it. We'll find out. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's just stupid. It's ridiculous how difficult that is. Anyway, someone asked for Love on the Rocks. If you guys have any other questions or requests, let me know. Let me do a search for this. Love on the Rocks, again, I have not played that in a long time. Months. Like, I haven't even looked at it, thought about it. So, I'm sure this will not be great. I'm in the wrong place. Here we go. What question in the group was, in the chat, was what kind of guitar should a beginner use? Most people will go for an acoustic guitar first. Some people will nylon strings are going to be easier on your fretting hand, but they're going to be more difficult in the sense of it's a wider fretboard, but it is easier on your fretting hand. Steel string acoustic is going to be more difficult on your fretting hand, and let's see here. Yeah, there's as far as brands goes, I mean, we could talk about that for a long time, but I would try to stick to name brands. Don't go for dirt cheap. Like if it's a brand that you've never even heard of, more often than not, those guitars have problems. So anyway, let's see how this is. Probably have to take that in practice mode. Okay, so as you can see, when it starts to getting to this level, I really don't want to be reading off what's the page. I want to try to get it back into my memory because it's too much information. It's just way too fast to expect yourself to just be able to play it just like that. So let me give this one another try.
make me feel as cold as ice. You got love all around. But baby, when I look at you, I realize it is the eyes that makes you so nice. This is love all around.
Almost perfect.
Okay, so, not a great run, but again, I haven't played it in about 3 months. Some questions in the chat. How do you learn and not forget the songs? Or can I try to play without the pick? I'm assuming you mean, can I try to play without seeing the screen? This song, can I play this without seeing the screen? I don't think so. I can try it. I'll probably crash and burn. But let's see here. First of all, as far as memorizing goes, I would take it in just small sections. For example, let's take this. So I would just take that, small section. Maybe you need to do an even smaller section. And just that, and just run through it, with just take little small chunks. Don't look at the tab, and just try to loop that and get that drilled into your head and drilled into your fingers. Let's see if I can do the next section. No. Okay, so let's see here. I'll try it. I'm pretty much willing to do almost anything. So I'm going to minimize the screen. I'll actually try to. I'll even close my eyes if you want. If you don't believe me that I've minimized the screen, but I have minimized the screen. I'll do this. Let's see here. That's what's on my screen right now. So I'm going to flip. I'm going to do this. So you're going to see that I'm going to do, you can see what I'm doing on screen. So when I minimize that, I can't actually see what's happening on screen. So here we go. A completely blind run.
So nice. This is love.
Well done. You can continue to the next exercise.
So there you go. I made it. I didn't crash and burn. But that's a song that I've played a lot, like enough times that I can attempt to do that. Like if you were to ask me to play some other songs, let's say, let's see here. Like if you were asking me to play some Mr. Fastfinger stuff, definitely not going to be able to do that by memory. So yeah, it's pretty hard. Like it has to be a song. Like for me, it has to be a song that I played a lot, like a whole crap load of times. So that one I have. You can't do. You can't play something like that unless you've played a whole crap load of times. So yeah, it was all right. But yeah, like I said, it's sort of if I really wanted to memorize that one, like really know it, I could. I just haven't really put. Well, I think at one point I pretty much did have it memorized, but that haven't played it in such a long time. So here's another song that I still haven't gold starred, and I think in my opinion is one of probably the second most, I don't know about difficult, but it's at very least the second most awkward lick in the entire app, and it's mostly because of position shifts. So being able to play, like I can play this, but it's being able to play this transition. You have to end on your fourth finger and then start on your fourth finger jumping up the fretboard, which is really awkward. So so that's your last note, and then you have to jump up to that note. I'm considering using my fourth finger to change how I play this so that I can transition up to that. And then there's another time where you have to do it up here. Probably should use my third finger. So, don't know if I can do that. Let's try it. Okay, there's another example of a really difficult part to do. It's right here. You have to do, and you're ending off with your first finger. So you're ending with your first finger, and then the next note of the next lick is starting with your first finger. So that's really awkward. So, yeah, this is, again, there's the individual licks I could play, but it's those transitions that are, like, super, super, super awkward. Anyway, let me try that one again. It's probably not going to be very good, but I'll do it anyway.
It's time for rehearsing. Once again, use your whole body. You are going nowhere. Focus.
Get focused. That's, yeah.
Well done. You can continue to the next exercise.
Excellent. You've doubled your daily.
So there you go. Pretty stinking awkward thing to play. And I don't even know if I'll ever be able to get that totally down to be able to, well, I might be able to gold star each section, but I don't know if I'll be able to gold star in one go, just because it's just, most people are slide out of those notes, so they'll do, and that sliding up usually ends up getting a red note. So you kind of have to hold that one note down a little bit longer to make sure that you get a green. So pretty tough. Anyway, I think I might wrap it up. I don't know what else. I don't really have much else to talk about today. I think I pretty much run, unless you guys have, any questions. But I'm not on my game today, so I think I'm going to wrap it. I'm just sort of, like I said, went to a concert last night. Red Hot Chili Peppers was pretty good. And so I'm just sort of today. So anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap it. Thanks for coming out, guys. I'll be doing this again next week, same time, 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you haven't joined the Yousician Friends Facebook group, check that out. Join the group. There's a link in the box below. If you haven't signed up for my newsletter, you can get a free ebook. So alexisnery.com. That's also in the description box below. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thanks for coming out, guys. I will see you guys next time.